Hi everybody, this is Gretchen Zellick from Donuts and Pie Fitness, and we are here with the First Lady of Physical Fitness, Elaine LaLanne. How are you, Elaine?
I'm just great, thank you. I'm perking along pretty good at age 94, or almost March 19th, whenever this is going to come out. But anyway, by the way, Selleck, are you in relation to any of the other Sellecks?
No, but when I was dating my husband, his name's Todd, and they thought Tom Selleck was calling me at work all the time. So there you go. So I want to know, what do you think about our name, Donuts and Pie?
Well, you want to hear a story about my donuts and me?
Absolutely.
Okay. When I first met Jack LaLanne, I was on television in San Francisco. That was in the early 50s. In the early 40s, I was swimming in the Minneapolis Aqua Follies, and I was in great shape. And at that time, that was in the 40s. Now the 50s came along, and the sands of time shifted. And I had no idea what exercise. I didn't realize how important exercise was. And I didn't realize how important what you put in your mouth is walking and talking tomorrow. And so I met Jack LaLanne, and you know how I met him? We got a call from Oakland, California. This guy could do push-ups for your whole show. Oh, that's pretty neat. So we brought him over, and he did push-ups through our whole show, hour and a half every day. I mean, not every day, but this one day. So, and then a week later, he did it on 1,033 push-ups in 23 minutes on the Art Baker's You Asked For It program.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, so in 1951, he started on KGO2. And we were we had the same director that directed our shows, and her name was Dorothy Hooker Nye. And so I would come in every morning with my cigarette and my chocolate donut, and I loved chocolate donuts. And so I went and I go into my office and with my cigarette, and one day Jack came over to me and says, "You should be eating apples and bananas and oranges. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't tell you this." I said, oh yeah? But he was to change my life forever, because he brought over this man with a very big corporation out to here. And he said, "We'll take 30 pounds off of that man in 30 days. And my gosh, I couldn't believe it. He started an exercise program at KGO TV. I started in the exercise. He was so dynamic, then he was so enthusiastic, he changed my life. And I stopped smoking, I stopped eating donuts. He says the only thing about the donut is the hole in the middle. And so I quit all of that, and I broiled everything I used to fry. I changed my whole life, and I would be 6 foot under if I hadn't met him, I'm sure.
Isn't that
so
amazing?
That's why I'm so enthusiastic about my life.
Well, you are enthusiastic, so I think that was the perfect question next is, how do you...
Aren't you unhappy that I ask about the donut?
I love it. But my question, we ask everybody this, is how do you suggest people age enthusiastically?
Well, Maria Shriver asked me the question about how I've lived this long and what attribute to it. Well, I came up with some words, and not mind, body, and soul, but I came up with attitude. Your attitude towards life. Are you one who says I can, or are you one that says I can't? Or every time something comes up and says, I don't know whether I can do that. I don't really feel like it. You know, it's your attitude. It's very important. And so now I was thinking about something else that was important in my life, and that's resistance. Resisting the foods that are undermining your health. Resistance in exercise. Resisting up. If you don't use this muscle, you're going to lose it. So how do I get resistance? Well, look if I do this real slow and I clench my fist, I've got this is working.
Yeah.
So you think into your exercises when you do them. Okay, now that's the second one. That's an A and an R. Now a C comes up. Consistency. consistency. Consistent in your health habits, consistency in your work habits, consistency in your eating habits. If you are consistent in everything, you've got it made. But how many people are not consistent? Oh, I'll do it tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes. So there's three of us. There's three of them. So I was saying this to my kids, you know, and John and Danny, and they said, "Mom, that's an arc." When you think about it, it's kind of your arc of life, because you have an A and an R and a C. And then I got to thinking about it, and I got to thinking more about it, and I got to thinking about, well, why not add an H to it? And so then that would be an arch instead of an arc. So we have an arch. And the last one would be H, harmony. Harmony in life. And so if you have all of those, you've got it made. And if you do, you think about these things, you think about your arch of life, and you think about just all of these things, you're going to be a better person, I think. So think into your exercises, and remember, your mind is a mine. It's full of diamonds, and you can dig deep in there and find lots of diamonds if you're positive about everything in life.
Well, you're very positive. I'm so happy to be able to talk to you today. I really appreciate it. I love your words of wisdom. And we also need to talk about your book. That I just want to mention
that's
your
right.
book.
One other thing. If you do everything, one thing that I learned from my husband, Jack, if you do everything in moderation, you cannot go wrong. So now,
let's find your book there. Yep.
Okay.
Here it is.
Right,
And we will link everything to your book.
You know, I get so enthusiastic that I forget about what I'm here for.
If you want to live, move. Exactly.
If you want to live, move. We took that from Jack. My co-author came up with putting the boom back into the boomers. And so we want to put the boom back in you. And what we've got here is 8 minutes a day gets you on your way. So it's 8 minutes, and we've got 3 parts to it. We've got the first part. See, here's the first part is renew. Mm-hmm. We want to renew. We want to. If you're out of shape and you want to get back into it again, we got all the information for renewing you. And then we got reshape. We want to reshape you. So we've got exercises in there for you. We've got morning exercises. You don't even have to get out of bed. And then the last one we've got refuel.
Yeah.
Refuel. We need to talk about those things. We need to talk about exercise. We need to talk about nutrition. Jack said, exercise is king, nutrition is queen, put them together and you've got a kingdom. So we want you to have a great kingdom, and we'd like to have you look at it. You can get it on Amazon.
Right. And we'll link to Amazon on this so people will be able to find it.
So you can link it to Amazon, well, whatever you can do to it, but anyway, we'd like to have you get it from Amazon, and here it is.
Great.
If you want to live moo, putting the boom back into boomers, 8 minutes a day gets you
That's
on
all
your
it
way.
takes. Thank you, Elaine. You're the best.
Thank you. All right.